For this project, go ahead and select File, New in Photoshop, and make sure that pixels are set as your units, and make a 600 by 600 pixel canvas at 72 dpi. Click OK, and go ahead and hit File, Save As, and let's save this to your H drive. I have a folder called Tech Essentials, and I'm putting this in a folder called Podbean. Just go ahead and call this Podbean, and make sure that the format is Photoshop or .psd. Click Save, and now what we're going to do is File, Place the picture that we took in the beginning of class, and that will create a layer right here on top of your background layer. I'm going to resize this a bit and position it down here just by grabbing the bounding box handles and then click the checkbox to commit the change. I'm next going to grab my Move tool in my toolbar on the left hand side and move this over. Notice that this layer is selected, so I can select the object here. If I had my background layer selected, I would not be able to move anything because it is locked. You can get this message that says you can't do so. So click that layer again, and this time add a mask, and you can do that by clicking this button right here. That will allow you to then grab the paintbrush, which may be hidden by the pencil tool, but if I click and hold, I can grab it. I'm going to click on the foreground color and select the color black. And using the bracket button that's near the Enter key on your keyboard, you can start coloring in black, and that's going to act sort of like the eraser tool to reveal the layer beneath. Now you can see I accidentally just cut off part of my arm, but I can switch my colors to white right here in order to get it back. So you spend some time, clean this up, just isolate yourself. I just sped things up and did a quick job right here. Now I'm going to go to File, Place again, and I'm going to place that blackboard picture on my canvas. I'm going to resize it just a little bit, commit the change. And I'm going to lower this sort order right here so that my picture shows up. You can see I still need to clean it up a bit, so I'm going to go ahead, click on the mask right here, grab my paintbrush again, and then in black, I'm going to kind of clean things up. And now I'm doing, again, a quick job right here. You will spend more time making it cleaner. Again, the brackets, the left bracket will allow me to make these changes, and so on and so forth. I'm going to pause and clean this up just a little bit. All right, now that that's all cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and add an adjustment layer right here. I am going to click Hue and Saturation, and I'm going to lower my saturation, kind of give it sort of a vintagey sort of feel. I'm also going to grab my Move tool again and move this layer over a little bit so I can make room for a title to go right in here. So now I'm going to grab my top layer, and I'm going to use my text tool. I'm going to call this the McFadden Show. With all that text, right align it. I'm going to change the size. I'm going to change my font. I like the font Myriad Pro. Let me navigate to it right in here. Change it to bold condensed and put it right here. Now if I decide I want a different color, I can always grab my text tool again and then highlight the text right there. I'm going to make everything white except my name. I'm going to make gold, like so, right about there. Hit OK, and now if I decided that this was done, I liked everything about it, I could go ahead and go to File, Save As, and save it as a JPEG. I'm going to add one more thing. On my text layer, I'm going to add a drop shadow. It gives it a little bit of depth. A very subtle technique, but I think one that looks good in this situation. So now File, Save As. I'm going to change my format to JPEG, and I'll save it to the same spot. Hit OK, and now if I navigate to my H drive, and I go to my Tech Essentials Podbean folder, you will see that I have a Podbean JPEG. This I can then upload to my Podbean account.